Okay, so yeah, hey everyone, welcome to the live stream. Since this is my first live stream, I can see there are no visitors, only one guy. Probably that's also my friend, but that's okay. Okay, so basically, what is the purpose of this particular stream? So here we are going to take questions live, and I'm going to resolve those questions because right now the comment has been increased like crazy, and I'm not able to respond each comment. So I decided like why not create once a week a video where I'll be answering questions, right? So yeah, I think that's the thing, and whatever questions I'm going to get is also going to be from the comment, and is also going to be from uh, the live chat, right? So for me, as of now, I'm not sure why the live chat is not showing. So I had to open my tablet on the side to see the live chat. So I'll be seeing your questions too, right? If there are any person who is going to join, right? So let's go ahead and open our dashboard. So I'm opening my YouTube dashboard directly. So here, as you can see, there are a lot of comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one by one topic, and I'm going to answer all of the questions so that it will be easy, right? So let's type Next.js here because I saw a lot of questions around the Next.js. Okay, so let's read this particular question. Can you help me? I'm using CyberPanel and I bought a template that uses Next.js. In documentation, it says to use npm run build and upload everything through FTP so I can use the site. However, when I access the site, I receive 404, and additionally no build folder was created. Instead of build folder, .next folder was created. I uploaded all files from the .next folder using FTP and still have 404. Do I need to do something enable in the cyber panel to enable it? Okay, so first thing you need to understand, in Next.js we don't have a build folder. Whenever we build or we execute next build or npm run build, then we create .next folder. Whatever we need to do is in the .next folder. That's the first thing. Second thing, Next.js is directly not supported on the cyber panel. That means there is a no direct way to host Next.js application on the cyber panel. If you want to host it, then you need to have this reverse proxy. Okay, so there are three ways by which you can create a reverse proxy. First, you can host Next.js in the Docker and use Docker container in the cyber panel, and then reverse proxy connection in the cyber panel. Second, use Express.js. So rather than doing Docker reverse proxy, what you can do is wherever the Next.js files are there, you can simply create their one express.js file and use that file as a reverse proxy. Third thing what you can do is you can create a service file in the VPS, and by this way you can run the Next.js project, and then again you can create the reverse proxy in the cyber panel. So these are the three ways to actually go with the Next.js on the cyber panel. Okay, another thing is if you want to host the Next.js. Okay, so that will come into the next questions. So let's move forward. Okay, okay, does the same work for the dynamic website? So this question is asked by Mano, I guess, right? So it says, does the same work for the dynamic website build with Next.js 13 causing what is this, using custom server? Okay, would it not be a risk to put the .env file in the public HTML of the subdomain folder? Thanks. Okay, so first thing you need to understand how the directory structure of the any hosting panel works. Okay, so when we say public.html, that doesn't mean that all file in that particular we are going to be public. Okay, so public.html means in that particular folder website file supposed to go. Okay, so in the website file, then again you can have a folder named public, and that folder can have the static files that are exposed to the web directly. Okay, So putting env file in the public.html folder is not at all bad. You can put file there, but make sure that you are not putting in the public folder. Okay, so there is a difference, public.html and public. So you need to put in the public.html, not in the public. Okay, so that's a thing. Next thing, let's read the next question. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. Without npm start on port 3000, it's running. Okay, if really it's working for Next.js, then you are boss. Okay, can you please make another video for Next.js application? It will be lifesaver. Okay, so let me tell you what he's talking about. Okay, so he is saying that if we able to host Next.js application without running on port 3000, that means without doing a reverse proxy, if we able to host the Next.js application, that will be great. Okay, so let me tell you first thing. uh, Obviously there are two ways available. First, Docker hosting, obviously, and second is hosting on AA panel. Okay, so let me explain a little bit about hosting on AA panel. So there are some panels available like Docker based panel, or let's say AA panel. So far I know only two panels which provide node application hosting directly. Okay, so that means we don't have to do anything. We can just run npm run build and upload those files in the folder structure, or let's say directory, and select that directory in the AA panel as a hosting directory, and it will automatically configure everything. That applies for Next.js also, that applies for React.js also. Okay, so rather than running on port 3000, you can directly have the hosting, right? That's the first way. Second way is using nginx plus gunicon, nginx plus service file with the next project with the pm2, I guess, right? I'm not sure it will use a serve or pm2. I think pm2. So this way also you don't have to run on any port. Everything will be handled by the service file. So this is the way also. But if your project is configured to use Docker, then okay, you can go with the Docker solution. Otherwise, I'll say that go with the AA panel, because AA panel does have the Node.js application hosting that includes Express.js, Next.js, React.js, and whatever the normal Node project, everything is there. Okay, so you can go with that. Okay, so another thing. Okay, so let me just enter the next here, because we got little few comments, but there are a lot of comments. Okay, okay, port 3000 is there. Or let's go to the particle videos comment box, right? So that should give you us a little bit idea. Okay, so someone is asking, plus what is the vhost configuration for the next application, please? Okay, so there is a no specific configuration for next application. So when he is saying vhost configuration, he is referring to cyber panel configuration. Okay, my suggestion is, I told you, right, host with the Docker or reverse proxy or any kind of reverse proxy. And if you want to use a reverse proxy, then obviously the reverse proxy configuration is available on the cyberpanel website also, and my website also, fluxset.com. So you can directly go there and you can copy from there. Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, sir, can you create a video on how to set up cyberpanel with GitHub, and when we push the code, GitHub automatically fetches updated one and run the npm build? uh, Interesting. So basically, for this what we can use is GitHub actions or GitHub workflows we can use here. Okay, so what we can do is, in cyberpanel we have default one endpoint where we can connect the GitHub account, and once that endpoint is hit, it will automatically pull the GitHub and it will run the script, whatever we have provided. So what we can do is you can capture that trigger endpoint and add into the GitHub Actions, so that it will make the curl request to the, let's say, curl fetch request to the that particular endpoint. Once that particular endpoint is hit, then there is no problem. It will be pulled from the GitHub. The source code will be pulled from the GitHub, and it will be an npm run build whatever ssh command you want to mention, sorry, bash command you want to mention, that will be used. So it's a quite easy but little bit tricky. So in future definitely I will be planning to create a video about this particular because full CI/CD pipeline with the cyber panel, I don't have any video on my channel. So definitely I'll be able to create video. Okay. Then how can I use PM2 instead of this? Do you know? I keep getting 404 error. Okay, so that's also about on the cyber panel. So PM2 is a quite independent package. Okay, so if you want to run PM2 in the service file, that's also okay. If you want to run PM2 with the Docker, that's also okay. If you want to run PM2 directly through the terminal, that's also okay. Go to the project directory, run the pm2, and once you run pm2, pm2 will be running in the background in some port. Use that port to add reverse proxy in the cyber panel. That should do it. Okay, that should host the next js application using pm2. Okay, let's move forward. When I open my terminal at windows using cmd and type ssh root ip address, I cannot type password and asking why. Okay, this is not related to the Next.js, so I'll just skip it. Uh, okay, so I think we covered all the comments, and if you have any another question around Next.js, React.js, just put it so that in next Thursday I'll be able to answer those questions. Okay, so this was all about this particular video. So let's pick the next video which has a lot of questions asked, which is Avigenics video. Okay, so let's open the Avigenics video and let's try to answer the questions right here. Okay, so Tinky Winky. Okay, Tinky Winky is asking, hi, very good video. What security should I use on my website? Which one did you use? Okay, so in the Evilgenix video, when I set up the Evilgenix, the Evilgenix form is not working, was not working with my form. Okay, so why it was not working? Because I added one security in the website. Okay, so what this security exactly? He's asking about that. How to prevent getting hacked from the Evilgenix. Okay, so that Evilgenix, no one can use Evilgenix to clone our website or something like that. Okay, so there is a one function available on the client side. You can add a JavaScript code which will be using, let's say, um, which will be using current website domains to calculate some kind of token, and that token can be sent to the backend, and in the backend you verify, decode that token and check if it is using the your domain name or not. And if you now this is not using, you can just push to back to the client side, and you can add some kind of block mechanism there to block IP address of the user or something like that. So this is the security used by the Google once the Evilgenix was launched. Okay, and this is the mentioned by the Evilgenix creator. So yeah, I think that security should do the thing, right? Then okay. Let's go to the next comment. Sir, okay, what is this? Sir, having a VPS but not of DigitalOcean. So can I create fishlet through that VPS? It depends. Okay. So when we talk about the popular cloud provider like Vultr, let's say AWS, Linode, they have certain type of mechanism in their VPSs which scan for what kind of services you are hosting. Okay. So I found that on certain cloud providers, when I create the Evilgenix setup, they were blocking my VPS and receiving me some kind of ban message. Okay, so no, you cannot use all cloud providers. Try to use cloud provider which are in the intermediate to the lowest level, so that they will not have that kind of facility to cross check your services that you are running on the VPS. Okay, so if you want to go like completely blind, then you can go with the let's say Contabo and similar levels cloud provider. If you want little bit better, then you can choose the DigitalOcean, Hasner. These cloud provider can be choose. Okay, that should do the thing. Or there are some WHM cloud providers also available. You can go ahead with that cloud providers also, right? So let's move to the next question. Bro, I'm getting Go downloading Go 1.22. Okay, Go download 1.22. So basically, he's facing error with the Go build command. So he's downloading the Go binary directly from the GitHub, and he's trying to build the Go binary on the his Linux computer, and he's getting the error. Okay, so why he's trying in the first place? Because Go 1.22 is not directly build available on the official repository, so that's why he's trying to build on his local. If we do apt get install, then Golang 1.22 is directly not available. That's a simple thing. Okay, so first thing, you need to make sure that you have build essentials on your server, Python 3 available on your server, and then you should proceed with the Go build. And still, if you are facing any issue, you can create a virtual environment where we will be using the Ubuntu 22.04 and follow all of the commands on that particular server that will work there. Build a Go binary and then copy that Go binary on your base host OS. So this way you can do it. Another solution is, you can basically use the Docker container to build Go binary and download those Docker containers binary in your host OS and place into the path. Okay, so when I say path, path means slash user slash sorry slash var slash user slash bin. That's a path. Okay, so you should put there. Uh, then there is another comment. I tried setting up a fishlet for a site after 2 trials. I got it, and now my EvilGenX is giving a message error which says config while passing config YAML line 32. So basically, whatever you are putting right here, that config while config YAML line 32, it's a syntax error in the EvilGenX fishlet. Okay, so hence the EvilGenX is like little bit sensitive. Then because of that, you cannot just have anything in the, even if you add the comment in the fishlet also, that also can cause the problem. So make sure you are removing all of the comment and make sure you are following YAML format. This way you will have everything in check. In addition, if you try to mention in subdomain or domains place something else, then also this error can be there. So basically, in the conclusion or the moral of the story, whatever is out of the documentation of the EvilGenX, if you do that, you will get the error. It's as simple as that. If your fishlet is clean, then I don't think so there will be any error. Okay, let's go forward. I'm using version 330, but I am using Kali. Okay, for me only example disable visible appears. Why don't other fishlet appear? Okay, so here is the thing. When EvilGenX was launched and it was in between version 1 or version 2, they were providing the fishlet for all popular sites by default in a slash fishlets folder. Okay, but what happened? Hence, they are providing all fishlet and all fishlets are working. There are legal concerns. That's why in the version 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 and onwards, they removed all fishlet. Okay, so they if I remember, when I was using the EvilGenX, there was a fishlet with the name Instagram, LinkedIn. There was for AWS, there was for uh, Twitter. So they all removed that, and right now there is an example fishlet. You need to build all fishlet, but matter of fact, you can find all fishlet available online on the GitHub. Okay, so after the stream, I'll provide the link there. But remember, these fishlets are developed in like 2019, 2018. So you need to modify those fishlet according to your needs. Okay. So keep in that mind. Um, let's move forward and can't. Okay. So what is this? I can't make or go build the binary at all. Okay. I have tried for a few hours. Okay, getting error. That's really common. I already answered that. Try to build Go binary. It's highly possible that in your OS there are not build essential packages installed. Try to use apt-get install build essentials and do one thing. If still it is not working, build a Go binary in the Docker, then download it and put in the path. And if that is also not working, you can create a virtual environment with Ubuntu 22.04, and there you can configure and build the Go binary and then download it on base OS. Okay, so this way you will have it. I'm assuming if the Go binary build is not working, then you are using Ubuntu 20.04 or any other unstable version, or you are using any Debian based version like Debian, Kali Linux, or something else. Okay, you are not using Ubuntu 22.04. That's why you are getting that error. So that's common. You can simply solve that error. Why does it only work in my Windows RDP? Okay, so this is not related to this particular video, so I'll just skip it. Okay, so let me just check it here. What else we have? Okay, it seems like I have covered all of the comments. Definitely, there are a lot of comments available in the uh, filter, but yeah. So these are the all important comments. So yeah, uh, thanks for putting the comments. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you are commenting more and more questions so that I can come every week and I can give you some kind of answers here. If some answers are complex, then I'll definitely have. Today also I opened. Let me show you. I opened this Ubuntu in the background so that if you have any questions which is a little bit complex, you have the hard time understanding, then I can basically show you here and demonstrate here. Okay. In the live chat, we had one question, but I was busy answering these questions. I didn't saw it, and live chat is not appearing on my streaming software also. So let me check it. He's basically saying there is no username. Can you share some of your techniques for phishing? Okay, interesting. Techniques for phishing. First thing first, there are techniques available, but it depends on how you want to fish. Okay, so if you want to fish directly using the sending the link, then obviously there is a evil Genius available. There are other phishing software available, or you can clone the website, host on your own domain, enter some javascript, toxic javascript, and do phishing from that. Another thing is, if you are trying to fish using the email content, that's really difficult, because what is happening here, when you try to fish from the email, when we send email content will be scanned through the Google's filters, and if he finds or Google finds any anomaly in that particular content, definitely there will be problem. So Google will be flagging your account, and there will be all emails going to the spam. That's a really main problem. So what kind of filter Google is using? So I don't know what kind of filter is using, but I know what kind of checks will be there. Let's say you create the fishlet and you host website on your domain, and you are basically sending the request to the, let's say, some you are trying to fish someone, right, using the email. So when you send that, Google will try to identify content. If in the content it is referring to the authenticated Microsoft email, then it will try to check the domain of the source. Okay, if the domain of the source is belong to the Microsoft, that's okay. If it is not, the email is going to spam. Okay, so what is the solution for this? Solution for this is quite simple. Try to check Microsoft partners domain and how they are configuring domain, like office365.xyz.com, something like that. Use those domain and try to use those domains here. Okay, and whatever you are using the static file in that particular image, like images, logos and everything, use Microsoft image, Microsoft's logo, and that. Don't host the image on your site. Okay, yesterday I was someone was asking me about that, but I answered, I think, wrong. What we need to do is we don't need to host the images, we need to use Microsoft images with some kind of bypass. So this way Google will know the static file, and domain is also belong to the Microsoft and Microsoft's partners. So this way we will be able to bypass from there. But when you are integrating some kind of JavaScript in it, make sure that you are not, because Google can easily detect additional JavaScript. If you want to integrate the JavaScript, you can create a separate file with the encoded JavaScript, and you can include or push that file in the source code of the page, and then only you can conduct. Okay, this is a little bit complex, I know, but in Evil Genius tutorial, I have mentioned how we can put file in the Evil Genius template, JavaScript file in the Evil Genius template, so that you can directly rather than mentioning this simple JavaScript code, you can make sure, like, show that this particular JavaScript belong to this particular website, something like that, right? So it's a really much more authentic than rather than injecting JavaScript. So this is the way to fish. I don't think so anything else is there, because see, lot of phishing frameworks are available, lot of phishing techniques are available, but not all techniques are working 100%. Because see, from 2010 to, let's say, 2020, there are a lot of phishing templates are there in the market, but technologies and scanners are also improved by that time, right? So because of that, we don't necessarily use those templates. If you want to use it, uh, currently in the market, Evil Genix is trending. There is a fish file is also available, that is also trending. Then again, the last option will be creating our own technique and our own templates for the phishing. That's also some people do, and that's the most effective way, because this Evil Genix tool and that stuff, that can be detected. Okay, I told you on my website I had one security that detected the Evil Genix phishing, and basically this way they had the basically my website blocked the Evil Genix. Okay, so yeah, so this is the thing. So I think, yeah, I covered all of the questions. I think someone is watching here. Do you have any questions? Just put in the comment, or I need to end this stream because it's a 30-minute. So if you have any question, please put in the chat. I'll wait for 5 minutes, and if not, then let's end this stream. There is a little bit delay in my stream and my recording, so when I start answering the question, it will be a little bit delayed, right? Like 1 minute or 30 seconds, something like that. Okay, the question is, uh, how do I take over the Instagram account if I know the username and password, inspired the deactivating it? Okay, that's interesting, because if someone is linked their phone number with the Instagram account, and if you try to change their password, or if you try to change their email, the OTP will go to the phone number, and after entering the OTP only, you will have the account takeover, right? uh, so solution for these can be, it's not perfectly legal, but I'm telling you for the educational purpose. So the solution for this can be, first add email address in the Instagram account. This way you will have the optional authentication available. Then try to remove the phone number. So when you add email, add your own email, then try to remove phone number. When you try to remove phone number, OTP will go on the email and phone both. So this way you can enter the OTP from the email and remove the phone number and change the password. So this way you will have like a complete takeover of the Instagram account. If someone is trying to, let's say, recover the account, then also he will be not able to recover the account. But I am telling this for educational purpose only. If you do anything, I'll be not responsible for that, right? So yeah, this is the way to go it. Okay, so yeah, we got one question. So if you have any additional question, please put. Otherwise, we need to go away. Also, there is a one more thing in the in Instagram account. When you have captured the Instagram account, make sure that you log in from the exact same browser environment as users do. Okay, or exact same region also. Suppose the user has the account is belong to the someone with the Indian region, then you should have the Indian region's IP address, or you can add the VPN also to access that particular account. Otherwise, if there is a instant IP change, then there will be problem. There will be some kind of alert, additional authentication required because the IP has changed. Or this can happen with the uh, this can happen with the browser environment also. Suppose user is always using phone browser and you try to log in on the desktop, then also you will get additional authentication email, right? Because the environment has been changed. So for this you can use Puppeteer or Playwright to emulate the browsers and then use the VPN connection if needed, and then try to access those accounts. So this way you will be basically bypassing two main checks for any social media, right? So that's the way, and that's educational content. Okay, so I think, yeah, I don't see any questions here. So yeah, that's all about this particular stream. Make sure that you ask a lot of questions in the comments. I know there is only one person watching as of now, but I'm aiming next time I'll have at least 10 persons watching. So yeah, put all the questions in the comment and I'll be answering your questions over the video, or join live stream and I will be answering your questions on the live stream. I can answer questions about cybersecurity, system administration, networking, and yeah, a little bit about the Python development also, like Flask, Django, and other Python frameworks, right? So yeah, that's all for this stream, and thanks for watching that one guy, and see you in the next stream next Thursday, exact same time.